Weekly Outdoor Plus is a new and exciting outdoor show right here on Fox 55 WFXS, now on at 9:30 a.m. Sunday mornings, presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point. Starring new owner Gary Hintz. His youngest son, the show pro, Jase Hintz. And the show producer, creator, and host, his oldest son, Seth Hintz. So now sit back and relax and get ready to learn about archery and the world of the outdoors.
Okay, we're here this morning at Bucks and Bulls Archery. I got in my hands a Mission 320 crossbow. What I'm going to do is shoot it through this chronograph, and this chronograph reads feet per second on an arrow speed. And from then on, after that, I'm going to show you how to set this up for the arrow speed and how to shoot it accurately. Okay, first we'll shoot through the chronograph. This is a Mission 320. That means it's a 320 feet per second bow. Okay, this is a Mission 320. That means it shoots 320 feet per second. We shot it through the chronograph, and it was actually more than that. It was 323. And I'll tell you, we had a lot of crossbows in here. We shot through that chronograph, and on their tag it says they shoot 360. They end up about 340. They say 340. They end up about 330. None of them are even close. This is the closest one we found to the actual advertised speed. I'm going to show you a couple things on this. First of all, when you shoot a crossbow, make sure, any crossbow, just make sure this hand always stays below the guards. So if you get above that guard, you probably hit your thumb or finger, and you're not going to like that at all. And on this particular crossbow, you can loosen up these Allen wrench screws here, and you can adjust the weight of this crossbow. It's 180, 150, and 120 draw weight. And then you can actually loosen them up enough to change the string right in the field. You can take the string off, put a new one on, tighten her back up. And a lot of crossbows won't allow that. It's got the claw, Matthews claw quiver attachment. This scope is something kind of really special. I'll show that to you later. And I guess I'll show you how easy it is to cock it. We'll cock it now. You hook the rope on, put your foot on there, and all you do is pull it up. It's really simple. And they are coming out with a thing they call a silent mechanical cocker. It'll go right on the bow, and you'll be able to cock it by, if it's a 200-pound bow, you're only cranking up 8 pounds with that cocker, and it's quiet. It doesn't make any noise. And this bow, when you do cock it, it automatically goes to safety, and it's got an anti-fire device in there where you can't shoot it without an arrow in it. So I can pull the trigger now and it won't shoot. I'm not going to try it. Then you load your arrow cock feather down, slide it in all the way till you're back against the string, and you're ready to go. Safety's right here. It's on both sides. You can shoot right or left-handed. So I'm going to try it now. We shot 323 through the chronograph, so I dialed the scope to 323 feet per second. So now I'm going to see how accurate it is at 20 yards. So I'm going to use the top crosshair at 20, and then there's crosshairs all the way down to 100 yards. So, and I'll tell you, this thing shoots good at 60 and 80 yards. Nice tight little groups. We've tried it a few times. All right, let's give her a shot. I'll take the safety off, keep my hands below the guard. I'm shooting off a rest here. This is really a relatively quiet crossbow too. There's a few crossbows we shoot in here. It sounds like a 22 going off, and everybody in the whole place jumps and gets startled. You shoot this one, they don't even look. It's almost like a regular bow. Alrighty, first thing we did is we shot through the chronograph at 323 feet per second. I dialed my scope to 323 feet per second. I used the top crosshair, which is 20. It goes all the way down to 100. This was my first shot at 20 yards right here. I'm a little bit left. I got to move it a couple clicks yet. And this Mission has 4 different packages that go under crossbows. This is the highest end one. This is the one you dial the, like I told you, the scope to the speed of the arrow. It's got lighted radicals. It's 5 different brightnesses on green, 5 different brightnesses on red. It comes with the quiver, the arrows, the cocker. This is the highest of the 3 packages, and the difference of the packages is mainly just the scopes. And then it goes down, there's 3 different packages below this one, and if you come in, we can explain to you the differences. And if you come in now and buy a crossbow, while supplies last, we're giving away a $70 shirt. It says, if the Mission shirt, if looks could kill, it's got a crossbow on it. It's a really neat looking shirt. And Mission has 2 more crossbows coming out. Well, actually, they have 3 now, 320, a 360, a dagger, and a 400, and they're all coming out like within the next couple of months. We have 360s and 320s now. But I guess I would challenge you to come in here and shoot one of these bows before you buy anything else, and I think you'll like them. So one more thing I want to mention about these crossbows is this fall, they're going to be legal for white-tailed deer for everyone in the whole state. And you always could use them for turkeys and bear. So with these lighted scopes, they work excellent in ground blinds in a dark atmosphere. So I think a lot of people are going to go out this spring and shoot their turkey with a crossbow out of a ground blind with a lighted scope. So thanks.
Stay tuned, because later Gary's going to take a Mission 360 and do some shooting out in the snowstorm at 60 and 80 yards.
Oh my, right into X-ring. First arrow.
Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I had over 1,000 pictures on my trail cameras in less than a week.
Real Deal Mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
Hi, welcome to Frank's Hardware in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Proud to be family owned and operated since the 1940s. Conveniently located on Highway 10, Frank's Hardware has all your general hardware needs, and we specialize in a wide variety of products, meaning all of your paint, lawn and garden, plumbing, electrical, and many more of those household needs. Not only do we have a new one,
But we can show you how to fix what you already have. Did you know Frank's Hardware also offers a wide variety of services?
so stop on down to Frank's Hardware today. We don't just have great products,
But we have great service.
Alright, now it's time for one of our more exciting segments here on Weekly Outdoor Plus. It's where we get to keep our fans connected with the show. Don't forget, you can send in your pictures to weeklyoutdoorplus@live.com or link them up to us on Facebook to get in this segment of our show. The first picture today comes from our cousins after a nice day out on the ice. And here's Molly Reichert after getting back her youth hunt buck from the taxidermist. And here's my buddy Scotty, who got all of these birds out of a kayak one morning. And here's Olivia DeWitt practicing at Bucks and Bulls Archery. And here's one from the Stankowski boys after what looks like an awesome day out on the ice. And here's Bruce and Gary setting up the Hooter Shooter, which is actually coming up later in today's show. Next up, we have Brian Busha with a big northern pike he pulled out of the ice. And And last but not least, we have Casey Roth, practicing for the Badger State Games at Bucks and Bulls Archery. So stop on down to Sopa Cellular today and check out all their great deals, and stay tuned for more weekly Outdoor Plus action.
Okay, we're here at Bucks and Bulls Archery today. We got Bruce Tremel with us, and he brought his Hooter Shooter machine. And what we're doing is we're shooting his bow out of this machine, and we set up exactly the same every time, draw length, and what else?
Sets draw length, the grip.
The grip.
The release is the same every time. By running each arrow through, we can get it so that it'll shoot this arrow in the same hole, and then take the rest of the arrows in the set and shoot them and adjust the nock so they go reasonably close to the same hole, if not in it. And because the shot sequence is exactly the same, the grip is exactly the same, in theory it should go in the same hole every time.
So we're tuning arrows without the human error.
Without the operator involved.
Yeah. And
Most of the time.
And this is Jase's Apex 7, so we all know it needs help.
But the one thing that happens is the machine, because of the kinetic energy released, catches the bow and it will cause it to shift, which is why sometimes we'll have some issues with it hitting in the same spot.
Yeah, the whole machine moves a little bit.
Yep, which is why you see all the weight.
Okay, let's try a couple.
We've already set this exactly to Jase's draw length, which is extremely long. And in this way we can recreate the same every time using the same release. This takes all the hand torque, everything out, same thing with the grip. Bullseye catnip. Wow, we even hit the middle of the cardboard.
The cardboard.
Oh.
Slide it over a little bit. I was like, okay. We're in the middle of the target, just the cardboard was in the way.
This is the second shot with the same arrow, just to make sure that the machine is all set, everything is staying the same. We've got some feeler gauge type things up here to tell us that we're vertically close, and in theory we're going to go in the same hole.
Perfect. Boom. Now,
And the machine is set where we want it.
Now Jase can't blame his bow anymore.
Now we can take the rest of the arrows in that set and go after that spot. There you go.
Okay, this is the second shot with the second arrow, and you can see it went right in the same exact hole. So now we know everything's tuned right. The arrow's bind for the bow. The bow's set up right. It shoots flawless. Now it's Jase's bow, so now when he shoots, he knows he just has to take the human air out of his bow, and it'll shoot flawless. And we're gonna check all of his arrows to see if they all hit the center here, and if they do, then we know all of his arrows are good. If he has one arrow that don't group, then we know the arrow's not tuned.
Stick around because later Gary tries out a HHA scope on his Mission 360, and we also have a great lesson on back tension coming up next from Jase.
Before experiencing it, you won't know dependability. Unless you've drawn it, you haven't felt smooth. Until you shoot it, you've yet to be this accurate. The Matthews Creed.
Available at Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Looking for a fun, state-of-the-art facility to shoot your bow this winter? Blackhawk Archers in Polonia, Wisconsin wants you to join their club. Located just 15 minutes east of Stevens Point on County Road Z, Blackhawk Archers has a heated indoor range for both 3D and spot target shooters. Leagues will be forming soon, and they also will have open shoots for the public this winter. Check out blackhawkarchers.net to stay up to date and for more information. Or stop into Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point for membership forms. We'll see you there. Why does your phone work so good here and mine can't even find service?
That's because I went to Sopa Cellular in Plover, Wisconsin.
Sopa Cellular is conveniently located in the village, right next to Menards. Stop in and check out why they have the most affordable unlimited text and data smartphone plans. They offer LG, Samsung, HTC, Motorola, and many other top quality Android market devices. Sopa Cellular has all your accessories for any style of phone, with hundreds to choose from, so they are sure to have the deal you're looking for. Make Sopa Cellular your Element Mobile headquarters and stop down to 1813 Park Avenue in Plover today.
Hi, welcome to Frank's Hardware in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Proud to be family owned and operated since the 1940s. Conveniently located on Highway 10, Frank's Hardware has all your general hardware needs, and we specialize in a wide variety of products, meaning all of your paint, lawn and garden, plumbing, electrical, and many more of those household needs. Not only do we have a new one,
But we can show you how to fix what you already have. Did you know Frank's Hardware also offers a wide variety of services?
so stop on down to Frank's Hardware today. We don't just have great products,
But we have great service.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's lesson segment on Weekly Outdoor Plus. Jase Hintz here with you again. And as I promised last week, we're going to start going over the different basically effects and techniques of back tension. This week I'm just going to be going over like why you want to do it, how it makes you better, and what the reasons for it making you better are. That shot I took was basically just to show you a sort of form and how your follow-through should look. That's one way that you can tell simply if someone's shooting back tension or not. Now back tension, when I say back tension, I'm talking about how you get your bow to shoot. The idea behind back tension is when you take your shot and when you make your shot, it shouldn't be you shooting your bow, it should be your bow shooting itself. And when I say that, it's not anticipating your shot, because when you anticipate your shot is basically when you're going to be shooting your triggers. You're going to be squeezing them slowly or punching them, and by doing this, it's going to make you flinch. It's going to make you, like I said, anticipate your shot. And nobody can physically fast enough when their sight's on their X-ring or 12 ring or whatever you're shooting at, right on the lungs of a big whitetail. You cannot physically fast enough squeeze your trigger while that is on there. You're going to naturally be moving, and when you anticipate your shot by squeezing that trigger, it's not where it was in your sight picture when you took that shot. Nobody's muscles are simply fast enough. So what the key of back tension is to cut out all the human error and not have yourself be anticipating your shot, forcing your shot, or rushing your shot. Once you get down your back tension, the only thing you got to do is worry about having the correct form every single time, so you're looking in the exact same spots, and aiming. Aiming is basically, one of the easiest things to do once you get it down. So back tension is by far the hardest way to figure it out, but once you get it down, it's like riding a bike, it never leaves you. So basically why you shoot back tension is, again, like I said, to cut out all of the human error. So when we're going to be doing this, we're going to be basically, I'm going to go over the next couple weeks different steps of how to get it to work. Back tension is basically using your finger as basically a hinge, depending what kind of release you're shooting, so that when you get to where you're on the edge of your shot, instead of making it shoot with your hand or with your arms or anything, you're making it shoot with your big back muscle. By doing that, your big back muscle is like the hardest muscle in your body to make flinch. It's a big, dumb muscle, moves really slowly, really easily. So your fingers obviously are really easy. You can control them like you want to. So if you can make them act like basically metal hinges, like I shot a thumb trigger, you lock your finger on there, and once it's locked on there, you don't move your thumb. All you do is basically squeeze your back, two big back shoulders together nice and slow. I mean, I'm talking so slow where if you had your shirt off and you were watching the person's back, you would not even see it move. It's just nice and easy, slowly squeezing until it'll shoot on its own. You can set different trigger pressures, you can set different hinge releases, they have different depths of valleys in them. All those little things we'll be going over the next couple weeks, but this is just kind of an introduction to see if you're interested or not. Definitely helps to have someone that knows what back tension is helping you, watching everything. My dad is a certified instructor through the NFAA. He'd be more than happy to help you out with that. Same with myself, I can help you out with anything like that. A lot of guys that shoot competition, most of them do shoot back tension. I know probably 2 or 3 pros that say that they don't, and they truly don't. They punch their triggers, but when it comes down to like the intense moments when you need that one last X-ring or you need that one last 12 ring, they always 90% of the time end up choking by flinching or anticipating their shot or not slowly squeezing their trigger like they say they're trained to do. They're good at it, but like I said, I know 2 guys out of all the people that I shoot with that supposedly are good at it. I mean, they don't win the big tournaments though, and that's, in my opinion, why. So this is one thing. I mean, hunting, yes, it helps. Targets definitely helps. It's just basically all around going to help you be a better archer. So in the upcoming weeks, next week we're going to start out right away. It's just going to be week to week on how you can actually improve yourself and how little steps can help you get better at it. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time. It's going to take 10 arrows a day, 20 arrows a day for months, 2-3 months. And once you get that down, slowly and patient, you'll definitely by far see your scores go up, and you won't be missing right over the top of all those deers because you're doing drive-bys and you can't aim at the target. This will cut out, especially if you have target panic. If you have target panic, you don't enjoy shooting your bow. If you can't aim at what you want to aim at without drive-bying. When I say drive-by, moving your pin left to right across the animal or up and down so you can try to time it out and punch it. You're never going to be accurate that way, and it's called target panic, and you can fix it with this. Once you get this down, it's simple, okay? I mean, a lot of people have been beating target panic. I've had it myself when I was really young, and it definitely helps out a lot, and it doesn't come back because you don't worry about it. You get more confident in yourself, and it's a lot more fun. So again, tune in the next couple weeks here, and I'm going to be showing you guys again how back tension truly works, and we're going to go over little tiny techniques of what will make you better. And I mean, it'll be basically a step-to-step week on making you the best shooter you can possibly be.
Looking for a fun, state-of-the-art facility to shoot your bow this winter? Blackhawk Archers in Polonia, Wisconsin wants you to join their club. Located just 15 minutes east of Stevens Point on County Road Z, Blackhawk Archers has a heated indoor range for both 3D and spot target shooters. Leagues will be forming soon, and they also will have open shoots for the public this winter. Check out blackhawkarchers.net to stay up to date and for more information. Or stop into Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point for membership forms. We'll see you there.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I saw bucks on camera I never knew I had.
Real Deal Mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
Why does your phone work so good here and mine can't even find service?
That's because I went to Sopa Cellular in Plover, Wisconsin.
Sopa Cellular is conveniently located in the village, right next to Menards. Stop in and check out why they have the most affordable unlimited text and data smartphone plans. They offer LG, Samsung, HTC, Motorola, and many other top quality Android market devices. Sopa Cellular has all your accessories for any style of phone, with hundreds to choose from, so they are sure to have the deal you're looking for. Make Sopa Cellular your Element Mobile headquarters and stop down to 1813 Park Avenue in Plover today. Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Today we're going to end the show showing you another way that you could set up your Mission Crossbow. This time, instead of using the scope package that they come with, we're hooking up an HHA optimizer. The design for these crossbow scopes are very similar to the bow setups, as you get them dialed in at 20 yards indoors in a safe spot where you can shoot your first couple arrows, and then you dial it in and get the sight tape correctly put on and you're ready to go. Today Gary's got his on a Mission 360 and he's going to get it outside and do some shooting at maximum yardage.
Okay, we got our HHA optimizer scope zeroed in at 20. Now we're going to move the target to 60. We're going to zero in there and that'll tell us what sight tape to put on. Okay, we moved the target out to 60. We're going to give her a whirl and hope we're on the target. In the snow. Oh my, right in the X-ring. First arrow. Unreal. I didn't even have to guess. The instructions told me where to put it at a 360 feet per second Mission Crossbow. They told me to dial it into 31 yards. I put it on 31 yards and it's right in the middle. So now we got to decide which sight tape we're going to put on, and then we're going to go to 80. Look out, whitetails. Nothing. I don't know. We're going to have to buy another freezer soon.
Right.
We'll have to go to Frank's Hardware and get a sharper knife, that's for sure. I used the instruction booklet here and I got the right tape on. I set it on 60 and I'm going to move it to 80 and I'm going to try a shot at 80. We moved the target out to 80 and it looks like a mile. Okay, in order to cock this Mission Crossbow, you gotta put the rope back here on this orange slide thing. And the rope has a red thing on the right side. It says right, that goes on the right side of the bow. This goes on the left side of the bow. You hook it on the string, like so. And you pull it up with your, hold it down with your foot, pull the string up all the way till it cocks. Hear that? And the first thing you do right away is put the safety on, so you don't hurt somebody or yourself. And what we're using now, we're going to use this Illuma arrow made by Luminoc, because it lights up and then we'll be able to see where it hits from 80 yards. Without that, it's kind of hard to see. Slide the bolt in. We're all ready to go. I moved it to 80 yards. We'll give her a try. I'm going to fine tune it to 80s, because I think if I'm off by a yard or two, I might be high and low quite a bit at this distance. Okay, we're going to take the safety off and give her a whirl here in this central Wisconsin snowstorm. Oh, it looks like a couple inches high. Another 80 yarder. See if we can get a group. You know that just about every state, I think all the states in the United States legalized crossbow hunting for just anybody, not just handicapped people or elderly people. I think Illinois was the last one that did it, and I think Wisconsin's the only one left that didn't do it. So maybe another year or two we'll all be able to use these crossbows. I know some people won't want it, but some people will love it. I'm kind of liking it right now. Yeah, especially when it gets cold out, we could sit in a nice heated shack and shoot out of it with a can of soup and a heated shack. Wow, let's go look. This is awesome. Well, this is it. 80 yards with my Optimizer HHA crossbow scope, Mission Crossbow, 360 feet per second. That's a heck of a group for 80 yards. And I actually think I could tighten it up a little bit on a nicer day when the wind ain't blowing like this. It's snowing kind of hard, but that's impressive. I'll tell you, at 60 yards, my group was like half of that. That's probably, what, 3-inch group right there at 80.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Weekly Outdoor Plus, presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Don't forget to check us out online at facebook.com/weeklyoutdoorplus. See you next week.